Today in this video we'll be taking over the Cleveland Browns in NFL Pro Era VR and trying to win their first ever Super Bowl with them. So let's hop into this video and don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. So in our first NFL game we have the coin toss obviously. We're playing against the Bengals and we like to kick it off so we can get the ball after half. And now let's go ahead and get started with this game. I decided to take off on this play thinking I'd probably score a touchdown. I juked somebody and got the first, but I did end up getting tackled. Nothing else really happened after that. No touchdowns were scored. It was tied 3-3, but then apparently this happened. So we hiked the ball, obviously. We roll out to the left, and we pass the ball right to our wide receiver in the back end zone for the touchdown, the first one of the game, and we take the lead against the Bengals. So while we were in the lead, more things exciting happen. We drop back to pass, we roll out to the right, and we throw deep to our wide receiver, and he catches the ball, and he's still on his feet, and he runs it in for a touchdown, as we are finally up by 2 possessions in this game. We just kept absolutely destroying the Bengals as we led 17-3 at the half, and then we throw another touchdown to Amari Cooper, and now we're officially up by 3 possessions. After we just kept absolutely destroying the Bengals, I decided to fake a handoff and run one up the middle for our first official touchdown of the year. Then the game was over and we had absolutely destroyed the Bengals. So let's go ahead and hop into our next game. This game we were going against our narrow rival of the Steelers, and I decided to fake another handoff and ran right up the middle for a clear path to attempt to score a touchdown, and I was in the clear, and I officially scored a touchdown, my second one of the season, and spiked the ball. So this one was amazing. Like the last game, nothing really happened for a while, but I decided to keep the ball, and then I decided to run towards the left to roll out, and then I had a clear pathway to the end zone and hit the L sign on the defenders and absolutely spiked the crap out of the ball and just hit the gritty on the Steelers fans. So another exciting play happened after that as I dropped back, roll out towards the right, and pass to my receiver for an easy touchdown as we just keep destroying the Steelers. Then we officially ended the game and we beat the Steelers 27-17, and now it's on to week 3 against the Titans. So the first exciting play of the game finally happened. We drop back, roll out to the left, we throw to our receiver in the end zone for the touchdown, and we are officially out on top 6-0 against the Titans. On this play, I couldn't find anybody to throw to, so I just roll out to the right, and I try to scramble, and then we get the first down. I juke one person, and we get tackled, but luckily we got the first down. Also on this play, we snap the ball, we roll out to the right, we find the receiver in the end zone, and he makes an amazing catch for the touchdown. Towards the end of the game, we had another exciting plays. We snapped the ball, roll out to the right, and we throw one to the end zone, and our wide receiver gets in for the touchdown. We kept destroying the Titans, but we wanted to score even more, so we roll out to the left, and we throw one in the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. That was our final touchdown of the game as we beat up the Titans 28-10. So let's head on to the next game. Our first play of our next game, we finally get an exciting one. After a while, we throw one deep, and it is caught, and I really didn't notice. And he kept running hard down the sideline on the left, and he ran this one in for a touchdown. We had yet another exciting play as we roll out to the left, and we throw it in a jump catch for the touchdown. We finish off that game as we win 24-17 against the Ravens. So let's head on to the next game to play the 49ers. The Niners had rolled out on a 7-0 lead, but we tried to respond as we run this one up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown as It is going to be a tie game. Another exciting play had happened as we were on the goal line. Drop back, roll out towards the right, and we throw back in the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. This was really a blowout and a boring game, so I didn't show all of it. We won 35-20, so we will be going away to play against the Colts. An exciting play had happened in the next game as a rollout drop back, and we throw it in for the touchdown as we are in the lead. On this play that I'm showing right here, we hike the ball, we roll out towards the left for a deep pass to Amari Cooper as he catches this one, and he is still running down the sideline as he has a million men on him as he scores a touchdown. Now it is 27-3. The game is over and we won 42-16 as this was straight BTA by us. Now let's head on to the next week. It was third down, and the Seahawks had already gotten a 7-0 lead on us here as we got to pass the ball, and this down is caught and dropped by Amari Cooper as we have to go ahead and punt the ball and risking the Seahawks to get a huge lead out on us for 14-0. The Seahawks had gotten a 14-0 lead out on us, but then we respond back and we score our first touchdown of the day. We had to absolutely lock in because we were down 17-7 as we roll out towards the right and we go ahead and find our target in the end zone. Pass is caught for the touchdown as we are starting to kind of come back in this game. We were down by 10, but then we got a field goal, so we made 24-17 as we had to lock in here and gave it to Jerome Ford as he just bulldozed through everybody for the touchdown as we had come back to tie things up at 24 even. Our defense had clutched up and we had almost no time remaining to try and kick the field goal to win the game as we make a pass here, throwing the ball, and it is caught, and now we're officially in field goal range, and we will go ahead and go for the field goal, try and win this game, and we go for field goal, and we win it as we make an absolute amazing comeback, 24-27, as this was a rough and close game and intense. So let's go ahead and go on to the next game. We skipped to the end of the next game because this one was really intense. As we snap the ball here, we're down 21-24, and we roll out to the right, and we throw deep to our wide receiver, and as he catches the ball, he's still running down the sideline. Here he goes. He's still going, still running. He's going to score. As this is a go-ahead touchdown as we take the lead towards the end of the game. But unfortunately, the Cardinals come back, score a touchdown, and they hand us our first loss of 28-30 in the season. This one was painful, but we had to move on. We can't do anything about it. Let's head on to the next game. Our next game was against the Ravens, and we had to sweep them for the season, so let's do this. In this first drive, we absolutely locked in, gave it to Jerome Ford. He bulldozes through the alignment, and he gets in there for the touchdown. This man is a straight-up beast. We got a huge lead out on the Ravens, and we give it to Jerome Ford again. He runs on the outside and gets his opening ankle breaker, and he scores as this man is just dogging out here. We're on the goal line again, decide to give it to Jerome Ford, the beast, and he bulldozes his way through for the touchdown, and this man is just a straight-up dog and a beast combined. After our first drive in the half, we were on the goal line, decided to roll out to the left and try and scramble for his touchdown as I had three defenders, but I still made it into the end zone for the touchdown as I spiked the crap out of that ball and decided to plant that flag on the Ravens field to show them our dominance. This game, Jerome Ford absolutely carried us to this victory as we win 17-38. So let's head on to the next week. This game, nothing really else exciting happened, so I decided to skip to the end, 31-7, as we win this game. So let's go ahead and head on to the next week. This play, we snap the ball here, roll out to the left, as we make an amazing pass as our wide receiver, Amari Cooper, keeps going down, and he is in for the touchdown against the Broncos. So we're down 20-17 against the Broncos here as we roll to the right and we throw back in the end zone. It's called for a touchdown as we are officially in the lead against the Broncos. We finished off this game as we won 20-24 as we still only have one loss in the season. So let's go ahead and keep going and play the Rams next week. This game we just asserted our dominance over the Rams by beating them 16-21. I didn't really show much because it was pretty boring. So let's go ahead and head on to the next week. We barely beat the Jaguars by 4, but it was still a good game and we beat them. So let's go ahead and head on to the next week. This game, we just straight up beat up the Bears 17-3 as they didn't score a single touchdown. Let's just head on to the next week. We beat the Texans 14-28. So that was a pretty boring game. Now let's go ahead and play the Jets next week. Now this game was pretty boring because it was a blowout, 42-14. We just straight up BTA the Jets. Now let's go ahead and play our last week of the season until the playoffs start. Then we beat the Bengals to finish off the season 16-1, almost going on the fan. Now let's go ahead and see who we are going to be playing the first round of the playoffs. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be playing the Raiders for the divisional round because we had the bye because we were the 1 seed. So let's go ahead and play the Raiders. We were up 21-3 against the Raiders at half, and here we go. Rolling out to the left, throwing deep, and he makes the catch, and he's still going on his feet. Elijah Moore down the sideline, touchdown Browns. And now we have a 27-3 lead in the divisional round of the playoffs. Here we go. We're going to make this play, and we hit the QB sneak with the touch push, and we get in there for the touchdown as we are up 34-6 now. So we beat the Raiders 35-13. Now we are moving on to the conference championship and decide who goes to the Super Bowl. Now let's go ahead and play our conference championship. But first, we got to see who we're facing. And it looks like we're playing the Broncos. And we already played them in the regular season, and we did beat them. So let's see if we can beat them again. It was a tie game, 10-10 at half against the Broncos. Here we go. We snap the ball. We roll out in the middle, and we throw it back in until it's caught. And we're in the lead in the conference championship game in the biggest moment ever. The Broncos eventually tie it up, but we give it to Jerome Ford as this man is bulldozing his way through in for the touchdown. This man is a dog out here. He is the dog of the Browns, carrying his team, basically. And of course, Russell Wilson and the Broncos tie the game again, 24-24, but we blow out to the left, throwing deep, and it's caught. Oh, and he is going down towards the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Browns. Let's go. And now we're in the lead in late game. And we finish off that game, and we win. Now we're going to the Super Bowl, the first one ever in Browns history. Now let's see who we are facing in the Super Bowl. On our schedule, it shows that we're facing the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and go play them and try and win our first ever Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for
We're here! The Super Bowl! Yeah! On this playing Buccaneers territory, we go back to pass and we throw back in the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown, the first ever touchdown in Browns Super Bowl history, and we get a lead out on the Buccaneers. On this play here, we hike the ball here, and I just take off running, and we break somebody's ankles, thinking we're going to go ahead and get this touchdown here, but we're so close down to maybe the 2 or 3 yard line. On this play, we hand the ball to Jerome Ford, once again carrying his team on his back as he scores his second touchdown in Browns Super Bowl history, getting us a 2-possession lead in the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers. On this play here, I snap the ball, and I take off running to the left on the outside. We have defenders on us, but we do not care as we score the 3rd touchdown in Browns Super Bowl history, and we just throw that stuff into the stands as we just threw probably $1 million into the stands. And now it's 21-7 at the half, so let's go ahead and keep going and play our last 30 minutes of football. On this play here, we snap the ball, dropping back to pass, rolling off to the right, and we throw it back end zone, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown as we score another touchdown in the Super Bowl. And we have victory formation. Now I'm going to capture the cinematic moment of me counting down from 10 on Super Bowl champions. And I'm not going to use my voiceover on this one. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're Super Bowl champions! Let's go! We win! We win the Super Bowl! Let's go! Whoa! Oh, we won the Super Bowl! We just won! Let's freaking go! Go to the podium! Here we are! Yeah! Let's lift it! 3, 2, 1! Yeah! Yes! Super Bowl champions! Let's go! Yeah! We win the Super Bowl! So after that, I kind of had a glitch where I couldn't move my character right after I won the Super Bowl, but that eventually got fixed by me, and now I'm going to show you a video of me holding the ring and the trophy in the trophy room. So we're heading into the trophy room, and there's the Super Bowl trophy plus the ring. These look amazing. The ring looks beautiful, and plus the Super Bowl trophy also looks beautiful. These look amazing. I'm going to take a picture with these in just a second. Now if you guys want to see more videos like this, drop a like and subscribe. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out and bye.